man in his early 70s struggles to lift a suitcase into a car trunk, his face strained, his body frail. On the right, a man of the same age effortlessly lifts a giggling toddler, swinging them into the air, both laughing. The screen fades to black, then to the host in a well-lit study that feels part library, part laboratory, speaking directly to camera with calm intensity. What you just saw isn't luck. It isn't genetics. It is the direct, predictable consequence of a biological process very few people understand, and even fewer know how to fight. One man is losing a silent war inside his own body, the other is winning it. The battlefield is your muscle tissue. The enemy is a condition called sarcopenia, the age-related degenerative loss of skeletal muscle, the most critical battle of the day. The one that determines whether you spiral into frailty or rise into strength happens not in a gym, but at a time you'd never suspect. 2 o'clock in the afternoon? If you are 60, 70, or 80 years old, and you feel that slow creep of weakness, that unspoken fear of a fall, that frustration when a simple task becomes hard, this video is your intervention. We're going to apply forensic science to your body. We will expose the catastrophic nutritional error that is accelerating your muscle loss by a factor of 3. And then, we will deploy a precise, simple, and clinically proven countermeasure that you can start today. This is not about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years-strong, independent, and powerful years. Let's begin. By definition, medically accurate animations of muscle fibers. We see healthy, robust fibers like thick ropes. Then, as a clock spins fast forward, the ropes become thinner, frayed, and are replaced by globules of yellow fat tissue and fibrous material. First, we must understand the enemy. Sarcopenia is not getting a little weaker. It is a specific pathological process. From the age of 30, we begin to lose muscle mass, but at a glacial pace. After 60, the decline curve turns steep. Research from the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association quantifies this. We lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 70. But here is what that sterile percentage hides. It means you are losing roughly 1% of your strength every single year after 60. 1% feels like nothing, but compounded over a decade, it's 10% of your strength gone. The mechanism is a tug-of-war between two cellular processes. But the true catastrophe of sarcopenia is systemic. Muscle is your body's largest metabolic organ. It is your primary disposal site for blood sugar. When muscle mass shrinks, glucose clearance plummets, directly fueling insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. It is your furnace for burning calories. As it diminishes, your resting metabolic rate drops, making weight gain almost inevitable, creating a vicious cycle where excess fat further secretes inflammatory signals that break down muscle. This is why sarcopenia is the keystone disorder of aging. It is the hidden link between frailty, metabolic disease, and even cognitive decline. When your muscles atrophy, your entire physiological empire begins to crumble. The host is at a kitchen island. On one side, a plate with a huge steak. On the other, 3 smaller plates. One with eggs, one with chicken, one with yogurt. Graphics show protein absorption curves over a 24-hour period. The standard advice for fighting this is, eat more protein. And if you're diligent, you do. You have a good protein source at Dinara chicken breast, a piece of fish. You think you've checked the box? This, I must tell you with the full weight of the evidence, is the central error. It is a model built for a 30-year-old's physiology. In a 70-year-old's body, it is almost completely ineffective. Here's why. The aging body does not process protein on a 24-hour balance sheet. It works in acute, short-lived pulses. Imagine muscle protein synthesis, MPS, as a light switch. For a senior, that switch is sticky and hard to flip. To turn it on, you need a strong, sharp signal, a specific threshold of the amino acid leucine hitting your bloodstream at once. Large dinner provides one big signal. The light flicks on for 3 to 4 hours. Your body is cannibalizing its own muscle for fuel. The groundbreaking research, such as the 2014 study in the Journal of Nutrition, reveals the new rule. Total daily protein is secondary. protein distribution is primary. You must provide that leucine threshold signal multiple times per day to persistently stimulate MPS and overwhelm the constant background noise of MPB. The goal is not one big building phase followed by a long demolition. The goal is to keep the construction crew on site, paid, and working in shifts throughout the entire day. Your single protein-packed dinner is a salvage operation for yesterday's losses, not a construction project for tomorrow's strength. A 24-hour circadian rhythm chart appears, shows cortisol levels, typical meal times for seniors: light breakfast, light lunch, big dinner, and a red flashing zone that begins around 1:30 p.m. and deepens until dinner. This brings us to the heart of today's revelation, the daily danger zone. Let's map a typical senior's metabolic day. Breakfast at 8 a.m., perhaps some toast, maybe an egg. Lunch at noon, a sandwich, a soup. By 2 p.m., the protein from that light lunch has been largely metabolized. Your blood amino acid levels are falling. Your cortisol, a hormone that in excess can be catabolic, is on its natural afternoon dip. But this also means its mild muscle protective effect is waning. You are now entering a physiological crack. You are 6 hours removed from breakfast, 2 hours from lunch, and still 4 to 5 hours away from that big dinner. This right here is the precipice of net muscle loss. For the aging body, this long gap is not a period of stability. It is a period of accelerated breakdown. Your muscle protein synthesis rate has flatlined, but breakdown continues unabated. You are effectively fasting from a muscle building perspective during the very hours you need to be feeding the machine. This is the critical vulnerability. This gap is where sarcopenia wins inch by inch, day by day, while you're simply living your life unaware. Closing this gap isn't just a good idea. It is the single most impactful dietary change you can make to halt and reverse muscle loss. This is the genesis of the 2 p.m. power rule. Clock graphic returns, zoomed in on 2 p.m. A pulse of light emanates from it. Text appears. Strategic anabolic bridge. The host holds a plain white cup of Greek yogurt. The 2 p.m. power rule is a deliberate strategic anabolic bridge. Its purpose is singular, to provide that critical leucine threshold signal during the danger zone, flipping the MPS switch back to on and halting the catabolic slide until dinner. The science behind its timing is precise. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that spreading protein intake evenly across 4 meals increased 24-hour muscle protein synthesis rates in older adults by over 25% compared to a skewed dinner-heavy pattern. The 2 p.m. pulse is the essential third beat in that 4-beat rhythm. Shortens the intermeal fasting window to a maximum of 4 to 5 hours. A duration the aging metabolism can manage without tipping into breakdown dominance. But this isn't about eating just anything. This is a targeted mission. The snack must be proteined, dense, highly digestible, and specifically rich in leucine. It must be convenient and habitual. This is why I call it the power pulse. A concentrated burst of the specific raw materials your muscles are begging for at the exact moment they are most vulnerable. A molecular diagram appears, focusing on the structure of leucine. It then overlays onto images of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and whey protein. Nutritional data panels pop up, highlighting the 2.5 to 3 grams leucine content in each serving. Let's talk about the ammunition. Not all protein is created equal for this task. For the 2 p.m. power pulse, we need a muscle trigger food. The trigger is leucine. For a senior to robustly switch on MPS, you need approximately 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in a single sitting. This is where common snacks fail completely. A handful of almonds, about 0.7 grams leucine. A slice of turkey, about 1.5 grams. They're good foods, but they won't hit the threshold. We need a leucine powerhouse. The most efficient research-backed tools are high-quality dairy proteins. Why? 1. Whey protein isolate in a shake, the gold standard. Fast digesting, flood your bloodstream with amino acids and leucine within minutes. A single scoop typically provides 25 grams of protein and over 2.5 grams of leucine. 2. Plain Greek yogurt, full fat recommended, a perfect whole food. A 3/4 cup serving provides about 20 grams of protein and the crucial 2.5 grams of leucine. It's magic is in the blend. The fast-acting whey gives an immediate signal, while the slower casein provides a sustained release. 3. Cottage cheese. Another excellent option, with a similar protein and leucine profile. The choice is yours, based on preference and digestion. The non-negotiable is hitting that leucine threshold reliably at 2 p.m. This precise, timed nutritional intervention is more potent for preserving your muscle than any supplement bottle or superfood trend. It is foundational physiology. Clear, bold graphics number each step. Step 1 shows a plate diagram. Step 2 shows the clock and yogurt. Step 3 shows simple, clear animations of a chair squat, a wall push-up, and a band pull-apart. The 2 p.m. power rule is the linchpin, but it must be part of a complete system. Here is your full, non-negotiable, 3-step protocol. Follow this for 30 days with absolute consistency, and you will change your physiological trajectory. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your first goal is to consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. This ensures every major meal hits the leucine threshold. Breakfast. Scramble 3 whole eggs, 18 grams protein with an ounce of cheese, 7 grams. Or a high-protein Greek yogurt bowl with nuts. Lunch. A palm-sized portion of chicken, fish, tofu, or lean beef, 25 to 30 grams. Add a side of legumes or quinoa for a bonus. Dinner. Same as lunch. Prioritize the protein portion on your plate. This creates the foundational rhythm of anabolic signaling. Set an alarm. Every single day, perform 10 minutes of targeted resistance work. This is not exercise for fitness. It is exercise for survival. Chair squats, 3 sets of 8 to 10. Rise from a chair without using your hands, slowly and with control. Wall push-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 15. Stand at a wall and push your body away, focusing on chest and triceps. Standing calf raises, 3 sets of 15. Hold the counter, rise up on your toes. Band pull-aparts, 3 sets of 12. Hold a resistance band, pull it apart to work your upper back. This routine sends an unignorable telegram to your nervous system. These muscles are needed. Reinforce them. The synergy of the protein protocol and this provocation is explosive. The host is now seated in a comfortable chair, speaking in a more conversational, reassuring tone. Text bubbles appear with common questions, which he then addresses. I know your mind is raising questions. Let's dismantle them with science. But won't this hurt my kidneys? This is the most persistent myth. The 2020 review by the International Protein Summit concluded that in individuals with healthy kidney function, high-protein diets pose no risk. The caution for kidney patients has been wrongly generalized to the entire population. If you have no diagnosed kidney disease, this is not a concern. Your kidneys are designed to handle protein. Can't tolerate dairy. No problem. Alternative muscle trigger options include a serving of lean beef jerky, a commercial leucine-fortified plant-based shake, check the label, or a soy protein isolate shake. The goal remains the 2.5 grams leucine threshold. This seems like too much food. This is often about redistribution. Reduce the portions of refined carbohydrates, bread, pasta, crackers, and sugary snacks that provide empty calories. Place that volume and energy with the protein-rich foods. You will likely feel more satiated and experience fewer energy crashes. I'm 80 plus. Is it too late? It is never too late. Residents in their 90s and put them on a program of protein and resistance training, the results were profound. Strength gains over 100%, improved mobility, and reduced frailty. Your body retains, until your last breath, the capacity to respond. The signal just needs to be loud enough and consistent enough. The hopeful montage from the beginning returns, but expanded. The man now lifts the suitcase easily. He's shown gardening, taking a long walk, dancing at a family gathering. The music is uplifting and triumphant. This protocol is about something far greater than grams of protein. It is about sovereignty. It is about rejecting the cultural script of passive decline. Every time you choose that 2 p.m. power pulse, you are not just eating yogurt. You are casting a vote. A vote for a future where you travel unassisted. Vote for playing on the floor with your grandchildren. Vote for carrying your own groceries. For hiking a trail. For getting up from the floor confidently if you fall. You are engaging in a radical act of biochemical self-defense. You are using the master levers of your own metabolism levers that have been covered in dust and misinformation. You are moving from being a passenger in your aging body to being its pilot, its engineer, and its champion. The data is unequivocal. The physiology is clear. Power is now in your hands and on your plate at 2 p.m. Your transformation begins with a single, definitive action. Do this right now. Comment power rule below. This does two things. It commits you publicly, and it builds our community of people choosing strength. You are not alone. Open your phone's clock app. Set a daily repeating alarm for 1:55 p.m. Label it Muscle Mission. The 5-minute warning gives you time to prepare. Tomorrow, make one purchase. A week's supply of your chosen muscle trigger food. Start simple. Buy a tub of plain Greek yogurt or a bag of whey protein isolate. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.